Hey guys, welcome back. Today I decided to do a talk through tutorial. I can never say to do, like I always say to do. Like why is that? I don't know. I think it's because I'm a fob, but anyways, that's besides the point. I decided to do a gold eye. I used every colour from the original Naked Urban Decay palette with a matte lip. Very Kylie Jenner-esque. I just can't talk today, I'm just in a ramble. Please subscribe and check out my other videos as well, they need some loving. And I hope you all enjoyed this tutorial and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys! So first I'm going to prime my skin with this Smashbox Photo Primer Water. I haven't used this before, so this will be my first time using it. I've heard a lot of good things about it from other YouTubers like Jaclyn Hill, so hopefully it's amazing. So the reason why we prime our skin is so it creates like a nice base for us to work with and give us hydration because it's so cold, like ridiculously cold, so we need that extra moisture. I'm going to start off with my brows. I'm using the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. My brow was ran out, so I'm gonna have to use this. I still like this, but not as much as I like the brow was. So the first thing I do is I like to prime out my brows just with a spoolie. This is actually the brush thing that Anastasia suggests to use with her pomade, but the bristles on mine, like when I washed them, it went in and yeah, I don't know, so I just use a spoolie. So instead I just use this Morphe B11 brush. I like it because it's really fine and it's really good to work with this product. So what I like to do is I just like to pick it up with my brush and just put it on the back of my hand because this stuff is so pigmented. I like to start at the bottom like this. I start with my brows first is because, and not my foundation, is because I like to not have any fallout on my foundation, like from eyeshadows and stuff, and if anything falls on my face, like, you know. So once we have our brows on, I'm going to clean them up using this Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. You can use concealer, but I like to use this because it's also like an eyelid primer for eyeshadows, so it's just like a two-in-one. Using a primer on the lids is because your eyeshadows won't crease. The longevity of your eyeshadows will last longer. With this brush, it's just like an angled synthetic brush. Just go directly under the brow, just with short strokes, just so that you can really get all up in there. Get all up in her grill. So for the eyes, I'm kicking it old school and using the original Naked palette from Urban Decay, and the first shade that I'm going in with is Naked, which is this one here, and I'm just going in with this blending fluffy brush. It's a Morphe M139, so I'm just going to pick that up, tap it off, tap the excess off, and just go into our crease with it. So this is going to act as our transition shade, and like I said, the purpose of it is it's just so that the other eyeshadows that we're going to work with are going to look more seamless, more blended, and yeah, this is just going to help. So I like to blend it just so it's pretty much non-existent in our crease. Okay, so for the lid, this one here, it's called Half Baked, and I absolutely love this gold color. Also, the other thing this was my first ever palette that I ever owned. I had just watched so many tutorials on it and I was like, I'm gonna make sure this is the first palette I'll ever own, and it was. And yeah, Just thought you would like to know that. Not. That I'm putting the half bake on is just this Morphe M15. It's just like a flat synthetic brush, and this is what you want to pick up these kind of pigments with. Oh, it's not that it's a pigment or anything, just like shimmery shadows and stuff and pigments. You want to pick them up with a synthetic brush because it will hold the product better, and I don't know, I just like the effect it gives. Pack it on the brush. What I like to do is I just like to pack it on the lid first before I move it around, because you don't want, this will like limit the fallout, so yeah. And I just like to build it up to whatever intensity that I like. Because the line looks pretty harsh between the naked and the half bake, what we're going to do is we're going to take the same fluffy blending brush and we're just going to go in with a bit more naked, just so that it doesn't look so crazy. This is the key to having eyes that you don't know when one shadow starts and the next one ends. I think that's right, whatever. Yeah, so you just want to keep on going in with it, not keep on going on, but just go in with that transition colour. To deepen this out a little bit more, I'm going to take M32 brush, also from Morphe. It's smaller than the fluffy brush that we originally used for the transition shade because I want to be more precise with it, and it's tapered at the end. Tapered, which is pointed at the end. It's buck. So it's just a tad bit darker than the naked colour, and this is just going to deepen up this eye a bit more. So just take a bit, tip it off, just right in this outer portion of our crease, just for now. We'll just see what this looks like. We're not going to bring it down onto our lids today, we're just going to keep it up in our crease. Once there's hardly any product on the brush, we can now bring it further into the eye, to the inner corner of the eye. So from outer to inner. I'm going to pick up a bit more of that half bake and just pack it on there, just to intensify that gold. Colour more virgin, and we're just going to take it with another flat brush, tip it off. Colour. I'm just going to pop that underneath our brow bone just to give it that extra hint of glam that we want. I'm going to take this colour Cocoa Bear, but this colour Cocoa Bear from Makeup Geek. It's one of her single eyeshadows, and it's just like a deep brown colour. So this is really going to add that extra dimension that we want into our eyes. So I'm just taking it with this Real Techniques base shadow brush for the outer corners of my eyes, because I can just get all up in there. Just taking a little bit, just, you know, so we can always build it up. Just add it to the outer corner. I put on my eyeliner, Maybeline Stiletto eyeliner, a thin coat of mascara, just the Rimmel Lash Accelerate mascara. Okay, so I just realized that I wasn't filming when I was putting on my lashes. The lashes that I've got on today are just these lashes from Morphe. They're number 605. They're really fluffy. So I'm moving on to my face now. I'm just using the MAC Prep and Prime to do this, and this is a Natural Radiance Base Lumiere. So my hands are clean, I just finished washing them. Pumping a little bit onto my hands, working into my fingers, and I'm just focusing this like on my T-zone. So that's where I tend to get the most oiliest. I've already put this foundation on my face. It's just the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NW25, and I've just dotted it all over my face. I'm just using this Real Techniques sponge to blend it out. want to pounce this back and forth on your face. And your sponge should be used damp. So just run it under water and then just wring out the excess water. For highlight, I'm using the Maybeline Instant Age Rewind Dark Eraser Under Circle in the color Light Pale. Take a powder and set it. I'm just using this Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit to do that, and the shade Banana. And I'm just taking this Real Techniques setting brush to do it with, and I'm just throwing it in the product and just putting it underneath my under eye. So to add dimension back into our face, we're going to contour, and I'm using this the same Anastasia kit with a angled brush. I'm just picking up this middle color. This is the kind of brown that you want to use. You want to use a cool tone brown that has grey tone. This is dark face. And just begin. This NYX bronzer in a deep tan, and my lid broke, so yeah. I'm just taking it on this fluffy Real Techniques blush brush. I just swirl it in there, tap off the excess, and I'm just going around the perimeter of my face just to add a bit more dimension and colour into our face, because we took a lot of that colour out when we highlighted. So you just want to go around the frame of your face, and then you can blend that contour out further. Just like to go on my jawline. I like to drag it down my neck just so that it doesn't look like a mask, even though essentially we are wearing a mask. It's this Wet n Wild blush in pearlescent pink. It's just a nice pinky colour, and apparently this is a dupe for NARS Orgasm, which is good. And I'm using this Elf Complexion brush. I love this for blush. I wouldn't use anything else. I absolutely adore it. It's just perfect because it's really fluffy and I don't know, it picks up the right amount of product. So I'm just putting that like on top of that, like just above the contour, and just push it back. Get this blush here from Makeup Geek. It's called Infatuation, and it's just like a nice terracotta blush. I'm just going to pop that just on top of that, just to mute it down a tad bit. It's a bit too pink for me. Just blend it out. I know you're probably like, whoa, damn. But I'm going to blend it out, don't worry guys. I'm just using this Morphe MB5 because we don't want to look like a clown. You know what I love more than makeup is when my dad decides to start mowing the lawn just as I'm filming this. Perfect. Thank you, Dad, you're the best. To highlight today, I'm going to use this Chi Chi, I think it's like the bronzed one. So it just looks like that. I'm just going to take this Morphe M438 brush just to highlight with. And just putting it just above that blush and just up here. And I like to take a little bit like above the brow arch, just so it makes you have like an instant facelift. So can you see that? Highlight just makes your world so much brighter. So I just like to put a little bit on my cupid's bow with a pencil brush. I'm going to take that colour Buck from Naked and just throw that under the eyes. Real Techniques accent brush. I'm just going to pick up a little bit of that half baked just to pack it like right under, just so that I can pack it right close to the lower lash line. Just so it gives you that extra pop of colour. Take the mascara and coat my lower lashes. So what I like to do whenever I get mascara on my face, or lash line, is I like to wait for it to dry and then I pick up a cotton bud and just under there, and it goes away. My lips today, I'm using this Milani lip pencil, and it's the Color Statement lip liner in Spice. So I'm just going to line the lips. I swear this camera's trying to kill me. First, it said that my battery was low after I had just charged it, and then now it said that the memory card was full, even though I know it's not full because I deleted everything off of it. I swear. I can't. This is called Lavender Lady. So pigmented, that's why I absolutely love them. I just discovered them the other day and I can't. So I'm just going to pop this in the center of the lip. He's just finished. He just finished mowing the lawns just as I finished this tutorial. Thanks, Dad. You're amazing. I'm so glad you did that. I'm just going to set my face with this MAC Fix Plus, and this is just going to make all the powder set into your face really well so it doesn't look so cakey, and it's just going to make you look fantabulous. Yeah. Hey, what is not wearing? Ooh. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!